Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to more Kerbal Space Program. That's right, I am continuing on with the epic trek into space. Checking the chat, making sure everyone who's complaining about more Kerbal Space Program has left, the usual. Have you ever noticed that? It doesn't matter what game I play, the first 5 or 6 comments are always, "Oh god, no, not more Game X." Even more ironic when you consider I've only ever played this game once, but still the comments, "Oh my god, this again, will he ever stop?" Do I mind you hosting me? Not at all. So I get the same on my videos though. I release a Stalker. I was hoping for Witcher. I release a Witcher. I was hoping for Jack. Release Jack. I was hoping for Skyrim. Doesn't matter what I put. There is like... First few comments are complaints about whatever it is that's not been posted. So there you go. You were hoping for a guitar lesson. Thank you for the resub, Crazy Talk. You played this 2 days ago. I know. Imagine playing the same game within 2 whole days of playing it. Who does that? Who plays a game and then a few days later plays the same game? Who does that? What kind of insane maniac plays the same game twice in a week? I mean, come on. Okay. Oh god. To play Witcher 3, it's like, you need to release 6 episodes a week. Play more, play more. Play Kerbal Space Program. Dude! It's not 2017 yet. How dare you play this again? Anyway, so we're going to continue on. Start game. Resume. Saved. What? Go for 25,000? Year 1, day 1? Flights 0? Default? What? Flights 0. I've had no flights, no... That can't be the right one, right? That can't be the right one. That's wrong. Even though it's got Gopher written all over it. Okay? Reputation 0. I had reputation and I had sense. It was definitely nice. Okay, why does this one have year 1, day 1, 0 hours, 46 minutes? I didn't play for... Oh, is that actual 46 minutes of actual play time or something? Because I know I restarted again. Let's just delete that one. That one's gone. Thank you, Calastia, for the resub. I don't get this. I thought my science was a lot... I remember the money. I remember having money. I remember having 3 contracts. I don't remember it being 46 bloody minutes. Okay, whatever. Whatever. So, we had some contracts. I took some crazy contracts I probably shouldn't have taken, if you remember. I got to orbit Kerbin, which would be kind of cool. But I also need to test the stack decoupler in flight over Kerbin whilst doing 600 to 1,200 meters per second at a... I'm going to write this down. Okay, so I've got to test the TR-18A stack Kerbal. It's got to be 24,000 meters to 28,000, and I must be doing 600 to 1,200 meters per second. Holy... I also need to test the flea. I need to test the flea. That at 15,000 meters to 19,000, and I need to be doing a whopping great 100 to 200 meters per second. So that's what I say we do that. I say we do that. That's what I was working towards, wasn't it? And I'd where's my... It was the Cargo 3. It was the Cargo 3. So it's saving all my ships. It's saving all my ships. It's the Cargo 3. The Cargo 3, we're using the Cargo for craziness. That's what we were doing. And we decided that 3 would probably get me just high enough. But I needed to keep the speed down and try and get there. That's what we decided. Those missions are a pain. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Wish I hadn't taken them. Very foolish of me. We have a pilot. Pilot. Thank you. We're gonna pilot. Yes, we do. So we got the available crew pilot. We've got fire the rocket. Release. Now that we've got to do it 24,000 feet. But so if we release this one, preferably at about 15,000 plus feet, doing about 150 meters per second. We then fire this one. That's one mission complete. We then hopefully reach a whopping great 600 to 1,200 meters per second speed, and at 24,000 feet plus, do this. Then we try and land. Now, if I'm just trying to get height, isn't it better for me to actually just go straight up, or should I still go for a bit of an angle so as to get a softer landing? Bit of an angle, softer landing. Don't even answer that question. He hasn't shot a rocket up yet. Of course I've shot a rocket up yet. Shouldn't you finish all the tutorials before playing? No. I did 2 tutorials and the second one got bugged. So I ended up learning all about the landing and things like that and steering while playing. I'm glad I did the first tutorial because it introduced the basics of building, but the rest of the tutorials can go to hell. I better change to my keyboard. Yes, I best. We're not FPSing now. Okay. Aim for water. Yeah. We got pretty good at the water thing. So there we go. We're going to send this thing up. We're going up. This is how we start. This is how we start. You still need to know how to orbit and dock. Yeah, absolutely. I need to know how to orbit. Docking's going to be even funnier. Yes, it is. That's going to be entertaining. So, we're going to start with... Can I start with maximum thrust, or is it even a good idea? Is it a better idea to just go with half thrust? Should I go for maximum thrust? Or should I go for half thrust? Can I even take off at half thrust? I probably can, can't I? Max thrust on takeoff. Start with max, drop it to try and reduce the speed. Start the Wanderer. Okay. Hello. Okay, here we go. Clipboard icon in upper left. Totally lost me. Right. Let's put the SAS on. And let's go. Here we go. So, speed. Once I get to 100, I'm going to start slowing down on the thrust. 150, I'm going to slow down even more. Oh, I need to start tilting a little. Why won't it stay tilted? It's not staying tilted. I'm going too fast. I'm actually going too goddamn fast. I need to get 15,000 feet. I'm not gonna do it. I gotta slow down even more. I'm still accelerating. God. I need to get slower than this. Thank you. 15,000 feet. I'm gonna run out of fuel before I get to 15,000 feet. Uppity right. Uppity right what? Uppity right. 15,000, right, I've got to slow, I've got to really slow. I need to be at 200 when we hit 15,000. Well, that's not actually true, of course. I can jettison and I will start slowing down, won't I? Okay, let's really slow it. Slow it. Got to be below 200. Got to be below 200. We're at 15,000. We're out at 15,000. Below 200. Jettison. Oh, fire that. Why? What? Why didn't that get? That should have been. Right, at 24,000, we're going to do the jettison thing. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. At 24,000, I will be going fast. Oh, I won't be going fast enough. I need to be doing 600, and I'm not going to be going fast enough. I should have waited a while longer before I disconnected. Come on. I was at 24,000 doing 600 when I released it. That should be 2. That should have been 2. Upper right clipboard for contract info. Oh, right, up. Can I? Oh! No, I got it. D, yes, got it. And, sorry, I thought they appeared here automatically. I have to click on it. Yes, we got it. Oh. The goose seems to be very cold now. Recovery, 0.1. Science. That seems to be crap. That seems to be very, very crap. Crew report. What? Thank you. I'm not saying it. No. Why am I getting like 0.0 science from that? Okay. That's not what I wanted to see. Oh, so I've already done the experiment in that area, so no science. Oh, so I have to do it during re-entry, maybe. During re-entry, maybe. Okay, we're coming down again. Let's have a look at this. Oh, I definitely got a bit... Oh. How do I... like that. Oh, I got a bit more trajectory on that, didn't I? I got a little more trajectory on that. Now we have to survive. I'm going up, I'm falling, I'm slowing. Height for, oh, I gotta get ready, gotta be ready. 2,500, I'm gonna fire the first parachute. It's probably gonna break. Or is it? It's slowing us, but not by much. And fire the other two. I'm liking the whole triple parachutes. I think the triple parachutes is worth it. Oh God, no! What I was supposed to be? You know what I was going to do? I was going to try and do that during re-entry. That's what I was going to try and do. I was going to try and do that during re-entry. Should have done that during re-entry. Not sure if I could have done it. Okay. Anyway, the thing is we got those 2 contracts done. That automatically gets us science, doesn't it? I believe so. And it gets him experience. He's looking happy. See? Triple is way overkill. Probably. But I don't want one shoot on the side. I don't want one shoot on the side, do I? No, I don't. So... I can't rotate around that. So basically, I have the second one as a bit of a redundancy because I do notice I'm going a little too fast. Aren't I supposed to be doing less than 10 meters per second or something, or 14 meters per second? And I noticed when I finally fired it, I was still doing like 20 or 30. Now I might slow down. You're probably right. You're probably right. With 3, the landing can take hours. I get that, but of course, I can speed it up, can't I? I mean, we don't actually need to worry about that. It can take hours, but they're nice and safe. Although you are right, they are falling reasonably slowly. Keep the 3, be safe. See, there we go. Splash down. Okay, already bored. Going forward. And there you go. Another successful mission. 2 contracts done. 2 contracts done. So what do we get? We got 5 data gathered. Crew report from Kerbin's upper atmosphere. Oh, we got that anyway. Oh no, data value 0, 0, 0. Okay, yeah. We got absolutely nothing. No science for that. We earned some stuff. And we got no experience for the crew member. But we did gain some money for the contracts, and I'm glad we got those contracts out of the way. So now what we need to do is get into orbit. Let's have a quick look to see. Right, we've got tourists, tourists, tourists. Visual surveys of Kerbin. We need to test our newly acquired capabilities with a focus survey of Kerbin. Take a crew report at the location designated below. Okay. Oh, we got to be near the perimeter? We got to be near the perimeter, though. Kirim's perimeter? Where the hell's Kirim's perimeter? Where the hell is Kirim's perimeter? Is Kirim the planet I'm on? No. Is it? I can't remember. Don't do those. They're horrible. Yeah, I was thinking that. Okay. Test Thumper solid fuel booster landed at Kerbin. Perform the test. Activate the part through the staging sequence when all test conditions are met. Solid fuel booster incomplete. Kerbin incomplete. Landed incomplete. So we've got to be landed when we fire the solid fuel booster, and that is something called. What's that? That's the back thumper. So I can test that on the ground. And it's a solid fuel booster. Do I even have it yet? Do it on the launch pad. Alright, let's take this one. Accept. Test the radial mount parachute in flight. Oh. Okay. 200 plus at 13,000. We can probably do that one. So we got one for. We've now got one for. Test the back thumper. Test. Back thumper, writing this down, and that can be on the ground, so I can actually make that the first thing I fire. You will get test part automatically for test contract. I don't know what test contract means when you say it that way, to be honest, but mount parachute. This one, I need to test the radial, the MK2R parachute, and it needs to be tested at 13,000 to 15,000 at a speed of 200 to 800. Taking my little notes here. You can accept it only 2 till you upgrade it. I can test. I can take 7. So let's take that one. Swivel liquid fuel. I don't even think I've got this yet. Rocco Max brand decoupler. I don't even think I've got this yet. Radial decoupler in flight. I've got this now. I've actually got this. Test is R&D. If you accept a contract to test a part, you'll be given that part even if you haven't unlocked it. No, really? Oh, okay. Whoa. It seemed remarkable for the outstanding minds from Jebediah Kerman's junkyard and spacecraft parts Co. pulling another all-nighter that there was no other option but to conduct a full-scale test to see if our LVT-45 swivel liquid fuel engine really was as awesome as we said it was. It can't be denied, however, that the way we would frequently see a somewhat worse than average accident was that we'd become compelled to investigate further, and raised a weirdly interesting question regarding how our LVT-45 swivel liquid fuel engine was better than all others. This is where you come in. You know what? I have to think. This sort of thing, I'm going to be testing at 80,000 meters to 96,000 meters. I don't know how far up I have to be for orbit, but isn't that getting damned close? I'm wondering whether I should go into orbit first. If I should just try to get into orbit, figure out what height I get to orbit at. What height is orbit? And right, let's go back. What was the last Steve? Steve 6. This was the Steve 6. We had 70,000 is orbit. Okay, so yeah, so that test is beyond orbit height, right? I'm just wondering whether what I should actually do is get into orbit. I'm wondering whether I should keep testing these test parts for height and things, or whether I should go for the orbital test, because the orbital test is going to take some skill, which, you know, I don't actually have. So for the flea part test contract, which we've already done, just take a command module, stick the flea on top of it upside down so that the rocket is pointing up. Oh, that sounds really boring. Pass on the swivel. That's a launch stage rocket. They're actually hard to complete. That's what I was thinking. So this is what I'm thinking is I'm just thinking, what are the contracts? Can I check the contracts from here? It would be kind of nice, wouldn't it? Not that one. Decoupler. So this is another decoupler. We want you to test the Rockomax brand decoupler in flight over Kerbin at the following height. Because I'm going to be doing this anyway. At some point I'm going to be using decouplers, aren't I? So let's take that one. So we take this one. We've got to do the Rockomax decoupler, and we have to do it at 16,000 to 2,300 meters at 500 to 1,200. So that shouldn't be too hard to get. So I'm going to take that one, right? So we've now got a Robomax. So we want to get to orbit. Shift. I need to try and remember how the hell to do everything. Click. That's right. This. You know what? Let's. This is the 5, the 10. These are. That's the engine it wants me to test. Yes, it is. At a really, really ridiculous height. Crash tolerance, max thrust 168. Ooh, that's the big one, isn't it? That's the big one, right? And the back thumper. This thing is all it needs to be done is tested on the ground. So that's what we're probably going to start with. We're going to need some fuel tanks. The question is, how many bloody fuel tanks do we need to get in to orbit? See, that's the thing. That's the thing. I'm gonna take this. It's a big bloody rocket. Okay, what are you doing? Start thinking. Oh, I've got that. That's a heat shield. I want the heat shield, isn't it? Wait, doesn't actually. Heat shield, yeah. I want the heat shield. Yep, and I want that. Do I have... I also want parachutes. Radial mount parachute. Yes, I do. I'm sticking them on the hatch, which is probably stupid, but... Okay. No. Oh, we've not got snap on. I need to figure out the key. I need to figure out the keys for things like that, don't I? There, it looks better. I don't want a radial parachute on this pod. Really? Are you guys saying I only need one parachute for this? Because I'm a little reluctant to get my guys killed. This is kind of painful to watch. Don't watch then. Duh. Some people are slow, aren't they?
This is hurting me to watch, and yet I'm going to watch it. Because I'm strange. Yes, I am.
Right, utility. Service bay, don't need that. Aerodynamics, don't need that at the moment. Structural. I'm looking for the Rocco Man decoupler. Yeah, that's what we need. And that needs to be at 16,000 feet. Holy crap. I don't think I'm testing that anytime soon. What the hell is that? That's kind of enormous. C for snap, X and shift for symmetry. Okay, C for snap. Is it? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Try X and shift X. And that goes backwards. Nice, thank you very much. C for snap, X for the symmetry ones. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's bloody enormous. That looks like it's built for a very different rocket. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but damn. So, yeah, not happening. Yep, I need bigger rockets. Alright, that one's not going down anytime soon. ML2R parachute. Oh, right. Here's the thing. I can actually regain components if I have a parachute on them, can't I? And I can kill two birds with one stone, so to speak, by when I jettison this. When I jettison this, I can have. Oh no! Yeah, I can do that. It's got to be done at a certain speed. I can jettison this. I can activate this. Excuse me. Actually, no. I'll just put it on this one. Hell, we went through this. We went. Is that went as in one word, or did you meant to write we went? We winnent through this, Gopher. What are you talking about? Went through what? I'm trying to test the radial parachute at a height of 13,000 whilst doing 200. That sounds remotely dangerous. You need a mod to recover stages. Yeah, forget that. That's not actually what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is test the bloody parachute, guys. This is what I'm trying to do. But I'm trying to test it in a way that isn't going to get me viciously, horribly killed. So I need to be at 13,000 feet doing between 200 to 800, you see. Not totally sure that's going to work, you see. So, like, if I release it on that one, but is that... There are some good mod packs for KSP. Oh, guys, I'm like, literally, we're not there yet, okay? We're not at the stage of wanting mod packs. We're really not. So... I probably need this for balance. Okay. Alright. Is there any point in me even taking these bloody goo things? I mean... Or do I have to do them at different heights? Is that the thing? Probably at different heights, isn't it? Alright. Radial decoupler. Question. Do they run out before the main booster? Probably they don't. Engines. Holy. That wasn't quite what I was... No. That was... Okay. Those were bigger than I was expecting. Yes, don't mind telling you. Wee bit bigger than I was expecting. Right. That's going to help get me into orbit, I guess. But unfortunately, with the way I've set this up... Yeah, I think bad. Yes, I do. Right. I need to test the thumper, and then whilst... Yeah. Right. Test the parachute at 13. Right, if I test a parachute and I'm going at 300 meters per second, 400 meters per second, it's not going to have any effect on my flight, is it? Does it actually affect the flight? That seems to be an aerodynamically unsound thing to do. I actually think what I should do is test that on re-entry, but the problem is I think I'll be going faster than that. Yes, I do. I think I will be going faster than that. So... It will rip off. Okay. Alright, then in which case, if we're going to do that test, let's stick them down there, and then when we're at 14,000 feet, I'll fire those. Now, I want to change the thrust limiter to 50, isn't it? Something like 50. That's what I was told. Oh God, that will do. I'll fire the parachute, and it should hopefully have absolutely no bloody effect on my flight. I will do that at that speed. I will then keep firing this as long as possible and jettison it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That'll work. It will burn longer to compensate. So, for what we got here, right, we want to fire the rocket at 14,000 feet, assuming I'm going the right speed, and I might not be. We want to fire the parachute for testing purposes. When this thing runs out, we want to ditch this, then fire, Then once that's finished, ditch that. And then we've got one parachute and one parachute only. I don't like that idea. I do not like that idea at all. Aerodynamics. Thank you, Zephonian. Right, so we got fins now. We got fins. We got... I don't know if this is going to get me up. I really feel like at the moment I want to make sure I've got... enough bloody parachute. We're not going for a moon. We're not going for a walk. We're not going for a walk, so it doesn't matter. All the lunar missions just used one. Yes, they did. The question is am I good? Here's what I'll do though. Here is what I will do. I will try firing the first one, and then I will not fire the other two unless we get to about 500 feet and we realize we're going to be going too fast. Because this module has a maximum... Oh god, that's not quite what I wanted to do. This module has a maximum crash tolerance of 14 meters per second. If at 500 I'm still looking like I'm not going to get down to 14, I might pop those as well. Right. Contracts. Ooh, right. Okay. So that will get automatically the first one, and the other one, right. And engineers report. Parts, 23 out of 30. Mass, 13.1 tons out of a maximum of 18. Size, height, show severity. Hatch obstructed. Okay, hatch is obstructed. But we've had hatch obstructed in every single bloody one of them. Put the fins at the bottom. They are at the bottom. There they are. That's the bottom. Or did you mean like even more at the bottom? I don't like them touching the hot bit. Call me crazy. No, we don't need fins at the top then. We don't actually need these. You think... Oh, because I'll be out of the atmosphere by then, won't I? I'll pretty much be out of the atmosphere. Well... Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Do I actually need the bloody... Do I need the science things? Is that... Okay, it is. Is that... Okay. Information. Something unused. Monopropellant resource. Replicator fifth. Thank you for the resub. Monopropellant resource. One of these resources is not used. Is it... Monopropellant resource. What? Goo on re-entry. You know what? There's monoprop in the pod. Oh, it's in the capsule. But don't I need a special... Am I not going to need a special thing for that? Like special engine or something? Okay. Am I just throwing these away and hoping for the best then? Am I really just hoping for the best? It would be such a horrible, horrible thing to lose my guys now. Communitron. I love the music. Music is so very cool. Okay. Okay, so that's for something else. It's for RCS thrusters. Got it. All right. Well, then I'm thinking this little monstrosity here is ready to go. And this is definitely the Steve 4. Even though it doesn't have 4 of those, this is Mark 4 of the Steve. Actually, the Steve rockets have just been trying to get up there. We're trying to get into orbit. So we need. All right, the Richard 1. The KSP Richard Mark 1. We're trying for orbit. Let's save this. The Richard the First. Yeah. Now we're trying to get into orbit. I'm thinking this Richard. Yeah. Liverpool is going to get destroyed by us gunners. I'm assuming you're talking about football. Anyway, let's do it. Let's do this. Let's just double check the order. Fire. Test shoot. Yeah, test shoots. Jettison. And the chute needs to be tested at 13,000 to 15,000, assuming I'm doing 200 to 800. If not, it's a kind of a waste of a test. Decouple, fire, and I've got to get to 17,000 to get in orbit. I am never going to make it, am I? I'm never going to figure out how the hell to get to orbit. But you know what? Pfft. Add the antennae. Not yet. There's nowhere to put it in. Keep. I've been to space several times. Space isn't the problem. Orbit is going to be the problem. So, now the thrust, I don't need to set the thrust, do I? I don't need to set the thrust. I do need to toggle as no operational SAS. Okay. We had no bloody pilot? How do we not have a pilot? Is he... Abort mission, we forgot to stick a guy in it that could fly. What is it with Bill? Why is it with... click clipboard icon top right. Where is it with him? He's always getting in the bloody rocket. Stop getting in a rocket. You're not a pilot. God damn it. What an idiot. Oh, I can fly. Oh, Jeb's dead, baby. Isn't he? Yay. Okay. Click clipboard icon. Not that. Top. Okay, never mind. I really have no idea. Top right when in flight mode. When in flight mode. Is that a clipboard? Oh, right. I see. I can now see I'm on Kerbin and I'm landed. So when I activate the solid fuel booster, that will count as a test. Yay. Test the MK2 radial mount. Wait, what? Oh yeah, parachute in flight over Kerbin at the above mentioned height. Okay, we're going to go then. And I don't need to set the throttle amount, do I? Because it actually doesn't make any difference, or does it? Or is it? Or does it? It's Activate engine. Solid booster. Scroll down. Oh, I can scroll. Ah, oh, so if I keep this open, I can actually see when everything is attained. Oh, that's kind of useful. That is kind of useful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Right. So first one. Here we go. I'm going to activate the rocket. Are we ready? Okay, so that's now tested. And I am going up very bloody slowly. Okay, so now when we hit 13,000, hopefully we're doing that speed. God, well, this is pretty damn slow, isn't it? Yes, it's pretty damn slow. I'm nervous about tipping yet. Okay, well, we're still going up. We're still getting speed. I'm going to start tilting. And absolutely nothing is happening. Nothing. Oh, it's going the wrong way. It's trying to tilt the other way. It's trying to tilt the other bloody way. It's trying to tilt the other bloody way. It's fighting me. It really is fighting me. I am on the opposite way to opposite your SAS. Turn the SAS off. I've turned it off. But it's still fighting me. It's still fighting me. I'm putting it back on again. Oh my god. I'm having to completely... I'm trying not to tilt, but it's... Okay. We're tilting. Can we make it to 13,000? No, we can't. Anyway, we can't. So, fire, you're out. Fire. Okay, I'm going... Oh! Okay. Oh, I recovered. Holy... We are not getting into space, ladies and gentlemen. We are not getting into orbit. It's doing it again. It's doing it bloody again. It's doing it again. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? Tell it to stop. Stop doing that. Why was it doing that? Okay. We got like less height than I've got in it. That big rocket sucked. I got so much higher with the other bloody rocket. Okay. The problem now is I have this horrible... Oh no, we're at least we're heading towards the sea. What the hell just happened? Flying. Right speed. Wrong altitude. Actually, you know what? The way I'm doing this now, I could have tested it here. I could have tested it here. On the way in, on the way back. That's probably what I should have actually done, is test it on the way back. That actually would have made more sense. That would almost certainly have made more sense. Alright. Crew report. Yeah, keep data. Q mastery, we're re-entering, but we're not under... Okay, no, never mind, that's a crap bomb. Well, we got one of the contracts done. What? What's going on? What? Did we even... Oh, we didn't... Of course. Re-entry. Yeah. Re-entry? What re-entry? Okay, let's hope it slows down in time now. We're going to find out. We're going to find out if we've killed him or not. Oh, God. God. Come on, come on. 14, 14. Yes, one's enough. One is enough. One is enough. No, I didn't even get out of the atmosphere. I didn't even get out of the atmosphere, so re-entry was pointless. I mean, I only got to like 20,000 bloody meters. We didn't get out of the atmosphere. Alright, so it does slow down all of a sudden. There's a certain point it starts, that the chute gets maximum drag. We're going a bit faster now. It's fine. Alright, so what I should do then is I should... Forget the pods. Forget the bloody pods. I should actually have the radial parachutes, and I'll test them on re-entry. Valentina is a girl. Okay, her. She's fine. She's fine. Okay. Well, that wasn't brilliant, but we got one contract. One contract fulfilled. And we got some science. We got some science from that, which is always good. Funds are still going up, and we didn't get any reputation or bloody... God damn it. Alright, the liquid carrier fuel engine. We need to fire this one. This is the liquid engine. At 16,000 to... Yeah. So... This one could be tested... Assuming they give us the right damned... What one was this one? That's such a bloody enormous height. That's unlikely to happen unless I'm really sending something far out. Radial decoupler in flight. That I might test out, mightn't I? The radial... And I'll get them. If I take this, I get them. Do I get them just once? I can only make one of them, right? I can't then... make as many of these as I like. We wanted to test the decoupler in flight over Kerbin at this. Now this could be... We're going to need a lot more bloody rockets, aren't we? Solid fuel are better in multiples, not singles, with liquid in the middle. Solid fuel are better in multiples, not signals, with liquid in the middle. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. You forgot you had the No, I got the thump contract, didn't I? Didn't I beat that one? I beat that one. I beat that one. So, see this one. Oh no, we want to fire this. This needs to be fired at that height. These seem really, really annoyingly difficult. I think we're going to stick to the contracts we've got at the moment. So that kind of sucked. Yes, it did. That was a bit of a bust. Let's have a look at what engines we got. Fuel tanks and engines. And this is a T30, which is pretty good, at least. But I think another fuel tank. I think we're going to need a lot more of these to get into outer space. I also... Right. Radial decoupler. What I'm thinking here... Let's have a look. Use swivel engine on the upper stage. Swivel engine. That's... why? So the upper section should have a swivel engine, someone's telling me. Why? Engine was considered a breakthrough in the LVT, making it smaller and heavier engine in comparison. Right, so... mass 1.5. It's heavier and it has less thrust. You can control the craft. Oh! Oh, this is this a very hard one to oh, okay, fair enough. All right. So then how much fuel am I going to need? I think that's a bit too much. I think for the upper section like that. Then what we're going to do is have a bunch more fuel for the bottom area. And we will put on 3 thrusters. Would 3 thrusters be enough? See, what I'm thinking here is... kind of want to be able to see this. I want to be able to see this from all angles, but... is that connected? Oh. That's kind of annoying. Alright. Get back. We'll start again. 3 thrusters. So what I'm thinking is something like that. So then we got this. We got a liquid engine in the center, and then 3 solid fuel. And then I'm definitely going to need some aerodynamics. Like that, I guess. So we fire those. Question, should I be firing the center rocket at the same time as these, or should I fire the solid ones first? Then release them. Fire this one, which should be in its own bloody thing, and this should be above this. So, praise the zone. Thank you very much. So, fire the main boosters. Decouple them. It's too heavy for my launch pad. Oh, is it? Oh, flip. Okay. You need a gimbaled engine. I wish I knew what the hell a gimbaled engine was. Alright. Upgrade to 36. No. Yep, alright, we're upgrading the launch pad. It's... there you go. That's fine now. So, yeah, but I don't have a gimbaled engine, do I? I don't have a gimbaled engine. Do I have a gimbaled engine? I have no idea what the hell a gimbaled engine would look like. The swivel. I'm guessing this is a gimbaled engine. The swivel. can deflect its thrusts to aid in the craft control. This one doesn't. This one just is... Oh, then probably what I should do is... use 2 of these. So I have at least some control, right? If I use this, I get some control. And I'm going to rely on these 3 to get me off the ground. Some cones on the boosters. Oh, is that what they're for? That makes bloody sense, doesn't it? Parachutes. Oh, I can put parachutes on them so I can save them. Oh, I can't do that yet. That's completely and utterly pointless. I know. Oh. Aerodynamic nose cone or small nose cone. That's definitely not what we want. We want that one. Look at that. Huh? Huh? So, 1, no. So 1, fire the boosters. That's what's going to get us into orbit. And once again, I need to put the thrust limiter at... God, 50.5 seems to be... Oh! It does all of them... Oh, no. I want it kind of, you know... So that's at 50%. I got 50%. Nice. They're gonna fire. Take us off. Once they get, I decouple them. Should I decouple and fire? Here's the thing. I'm wondering whether what it should do is decouple and fire at the same time, or should I fire this one? Should this one be firing during the flight as well? Should I be firing with that during the flight, or should that take over once these boosters have gone? A good way to learn is launch and adjust upon crash. Thanks. So there you go. When I fire 4, it will fire the engine and break those away. So I will push them out. Whereas if I fire that at the same time as these, I'll get more thrust and a little bit more control. Take over once the boosters are done. Alright. Let's see if I can get into space without the control element. Right, so we're going to fire it. We're going to fire that. Release the boosters. Then once it's done... See, the thing is, the reason I put this in here... The reason I put this in here was because I was thinking it would fire with these and I would jettison the whole bloody thing at the same time. That was my original thought. But if we're not doing that, then I have to ask, what's the point of actually having 2 engines? If you get what I'm saying here, I kind of don't need this engine. It's just taking up it's just adding weight because I've already got one of them. Holy crap. You know, you need it to get into orbit. Right, but surely this one will take me into orbit, or will it not? I'll need it in space. Actually, I didn't want it I wanted it all connected. Weight reduction. Right, I mean... Alright, so if I do it this way, I have the one advantage of being able to... Oh, alright then. Oh, I tell you what I think I could do with... I don't know. Should I put some... Should I put some fins here? Reason I'm thinking for this is once the boosters are gone, I don't have any fins. Once the boosters are gone, I don't have any fins. Now I've got fins. So the boosters drop off and then these will give me some... You need it to deorbit. Oh! I need it to deorbit. Do I really need this much then? Do I need this many tanks? I don't need this many tanks, surely. Surely... One tank will be enough to get into deorbit. Oh god. So this is right. Okay, so and then because I really do think I'm gonna need more. I think I'm gonna need more to get up here. I'm gonna put another tank down there. So I've now got 4 tanks for getting out. Four tanks, right? These to get me started. These to get me as far as I can in orbit. Jettison. I mean, I can... Right. So I could actually, once I jettison this, use this engine. It helps for orbit, but that's up to you. Well, let's just see. Here's the thing. If I don't get into orbit, I don't get into bloody orbit. What were my other contracts? Test the radial mount parachute. When we come down, we're going to test the parachute. When we come down, we're going to test the parachute. I think the Richard II is ready to go. We're going to see what happens with all of that extra thrust. But we're going to see it after a quick break. Yes, indeed. Be back in 5 minutes. Are we getting a lot of backseat gamers complaining about my complete lack of knowledge about this game? Come on. What am I being told? I need to check my Delta V. Okay. It's very nice, thank you. Oh dear. And for this game, a basic understanding of orbital mechanics, if you aren't going to save or reload anyway. Okay, well I do have a basic understanding of orbital mechanics. And no, I'm not going to save and reload. Of course not. Why would I want to do that? That wasn't 5 minutes. Never said it was. Enjoy my coffee. Gopher, how do you not know everything about this game? You've streamed it 2 times. I know. What do they have against Nexus? Or are they attacking Nexus again? What do they have against Nexus? I'll tell you what they've got against Nexus. They've been banned. There you go. Guaranteed it. I guarantee it. I absolutely guarantee that what they've got against Nexus is they've been banned. Almost certainly. Maybe they've had a run-in with one of the moderators. Maybe they've had a run-in with the owner. They've not been banned, but basically they didn't like what they were told. Something like that, trust me. There are a lot of people who believe they should be able to behave any way they want on the Nexus. They believe they have the right to say, do and act in any manner that they deem acceptable, regardless of the rules they agreed to when signing up with Nexus. And they don't like it when basically the Nexus owner and the Nexus moderators turn around and say, no. Occasionally, and it is very, 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 very occasionally, it might be somebody who actually has a legitimate grievance because they got banned by mistake. Maybe 1 in 1,000. Because normally when I get this, because I do get a lot of this, a lot of people sending me messages. Could you please help me? I was banned from the Nexus. All I said was the big titty mods suck. To which I'm like, That's why you got banned. I can't really help. I can't help because you broke the terms of service and they banned you. But I should have the right to say big titty mods suck. You do. You have the right. Nobody's removed the right. You just no longer have the right to log into Nexus. It's a complete different thing. So, yeah. My subs aren't showing up on screen. Oh, are they not? Oh, sorry, the sub alert. Are you getting the sound? Are you getting the sound? You probably are. Alright, it should appear now. I'm apologising for Garson, who resubbed. Thank you very much for the resub. Go for the big titty mods do suck. In your opinion, they suck in your opinion, and you're allowed to have that opinion, and you're allowed to voice that opinion, just not on the Nexus. They've got a very strict policy about that. If you don't like a mod, don't use it. If you don't have anything good to say about a mod, don't say anything about it. They have got a policy of positivity. If you are going to give constructive criticism, it better be bloody polite and demonstrably constructive. And I'm afraid those two things are extremely subjective. And basically it comes down to whether the author of the mod and the moderators looking at the comment decide you are being polite and constructive. Therefore, I would generally suggest, as a rule, if you're not good at polite and constructive, you avoid any negativity whatsoever there. Some people are very good at giving constructive feedback. Some people, well, suck at it. They do. Some people have a way of saying things that would get them punched viciously in the face in real life. And I think deep down they know it. I have no idea why you wasted so much time on this mod. I've seen this sort of a comment. You seem to be a talented modder and yet you waste your time on garbage like this. And they probably felt they were being constructive. No, you're not. You're being rude. And you know you're being rude because here's what would never happen. You wouldn't walk into a bar, walk up to a complete stranger and say something like that. You just wouldn't. Did you choose those shoes yourself? I mean, you're a good looking man and everything, but those shoes make you look like a complete blunker. That will be the next sound you hear, followed by crunch, crunch, thud. Yeah, just saying, right? So generally speaking, what you find is there is a sub-community now of disgruntled banned Nexus haters who get together to talk about how bad Nexus is because they got banned for voicing their opinion. They some of them, not all of them, some of them think it's hilarious to DDoS Nexus. Because the best way to make Nexus pay for banning you is to take the site down so millions of other people can't use it. Right. Anyway, right, let's get on with this. Let's get on. Break is over. Break is over. So, I have a rocket. Do I have anybody in the bloody rocket? Yes, I actually have a pilot this time. That's kind of useful, isn't it? Oh, let's check the... This blue thing, that's my center of lift. Isn't it? It's better if it's lower or something. But it looks pretty balanced overall. Gilbert, are you aware the iHUD mod for Witcher 3, the minimap, sometimes doesn't appear? No, I'm not. Okay, so. Voila! Right, so we're ready to go. We are ready to go. I think. And what am I doing? Firing the main rockets. Releasing, sorry, the butt thrusters. Releasing the thrusters and firing the main rocket. Releasing the main rocket. Wait a minute. Releasing the main rocket and firing that one? No. 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 We're going to release that once it's done, but I want to manually fire it if need be, because if we get into orbit, I may release it and then fire it. Of course, I can alter the thrust at any stage. I do understand that. Check Delta V. Really, seriously, I just shush. I'm a total bastard in real life as well, so I got that going for me, which is nice. I bet you any money you're a lot nicer in real life than some of these people are on the internet. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. You know how I know? You're alive. Sorry, but it's as simple as that. I do not come from the nicest area. I will admit I do come from an area where the solution to many problems was a brick in the face. But I'm pretty sure the vast majority of places on the planet, some of the behaviour I see on the internet would get you, well, the living crap kicked out of you pretty much anywhere. Even somewhere as fairly unviolent as Norway. Because Norway is actually a very relaxed place. People are slow to get into fights here. But some of the comments I read on the Nexus, they'd get them into fights here as well. Hands down, no nonsense. So... So, here we go. Right, I'm stopping reading the chat now. People are trying to convince me that they're various stage of badassery. Okay, here we go. Launch. This is, without doubt, the most rocket I have sent up. Ooh, thank you, Rock Mage. Hey, look at this. Launch pad. Looking pretty damn sexy now. Oh, I'm liking this. Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely liking this. Okay, brilliant. Here we go. So, okay, what have we got here? Test the radial parachute. That's the only one we got. And that's a while away. We're going to try and get into orbit first. Oh my god. Okay. The man in charge of you says, looks rubbish. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, don't I? Yeah? Real life? Smack in the face there, isn't it? I mean, that really is a smack in the face right there. Here we go. And do it! Oh. SAS. Let's put the SAS on. Right, solid fuel boosters. We are away. We'll get a bit more acceleration this time, aren't we? We are. Getting a little bit more acceleration. I'm going to wait a few hundred meters before I tilt. So far, so good. So far, so good. Got a bit of speed going. A rocket named Richard. Oh, the implications. Okay. Unfortunately, it's doing the tilty thing again. Where are we? We want to tilt over there, actually. Okay. It's not going to do it, is it? It's not going to do it. It's not going to let me do it. Can I want to get you a little more over there. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that, otherwise I think I'm going to end up... Oh no, I don't want to go that way. I want to go that way! I'm yawing and rotating and... Okay, now, have I got a bit more control now? Little more. Go that way, go that way. Actually, that's not so bad, that's not so bad, that's not so bad. But we're at 50% thrust. Got a bit of fuel. I don't think I'm going to get to 70,000. I don't think I'm going to get to 70,000. We are at least heading towards sea, I believe. Okay, now what's this? What is that? Is that where I should be aiming for orbit? Map. Good idea, good idea. Right, well, we're heading towards the sea, that's for sure, but we're not going to get there. We're at 60,000 tops by the looks of things. Let's go a little bit more up. Maybe I can get a bit more. Or orbit? Orbit. Tilt more to the horizon now. Okay. Oh god. Trying to tilt more towards the horizon now. Okay. I'm gonna turn my thrust down. Cause I'm actually at orbital height now, aren't I? I might have gone to. Yeah, I'm. Okay, I'm at 90,000 now. I want to try and. Oh no, that's upside down. Sky, 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 sky. We want sky, we want land, we want land. And I want to tilt that way. Okay. You're thrusting sideways. Yeah, sorry. Check the planetary map. I've not got it, have I? I'm still I need to go right. I do need to get back up. So even though oh, that was it. Okay, so I'm still heading up. Oh god. Too much thrust. I'm still heading up, but what I actually want to do is I need to get even more up because I need to get. Actually, no, I don't. Surely what I need to do now is. I don't know what a PO grade is. I don't know what a PO grade is, guys. You're saying go towards the PO grade. Is that the PO grade? Is that the PO grade? Is that my PO grade? Because if that's my PO. Oh, Oh, did I just kill my guys? No, I didn't. They're going to come down eventually. The yellow marker, right, so I needed to aim at the yellow marker and then I needed to go faster. And I needed to do that before I used this rocket probably, right? Before I used this rocket. This rocket was supposed to be for re-entry. Alright, I also think I was using rotate and yaw and not using pitch enough. Pitch is what I should have used several times there. So that's what caused a bit of confusion. It's getting used to the flight controls. But I got some serious height this time. I got some serious height. We got some serious distance. The basic principle of the rocket seems sound though, but I do seem to tip. I seem to tip in one direction, which is slightly worrying. The green icon with the 2 horizontal wings is the Poe grade. Oh, this thing. This is the Poe grade. So this is the Poe grade. Alright, this is the Poe grade. The green icon with the 2 horizontal wings is the Poe grade. Oh no, what green icon? I don't have a green icon. I don't actually have a green icon. I've got a yellow icon, which is that's where I should have aimed if I wanted orbit, right? If I wanted orbit, I should have aimed for the yellow. That's what I should have aimed for. But now we're coming down. We're coming down now. The green one is the retrograde. I don't even know where the green one is. We got a blue thing here and a yellow thing here. We've got an orange thing in the middle. Use fuel at the AP point. Oh, I just realised. So, get sight. I don't have any. Oh, I tell you what though, I might as well do a crew report. We've never been up here before, have we? Because this is pretty high up. Hey, it may not be orbit. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh God, how small does that make you feel? Phew. Oh, I staged the parachutes incorrectly. Can I fire the parachutes independently? What happens if I click here now? Can I drag them to here? Can I drag them to here? Can I drag these parachutes to here? If I click on it but don't release and drag them, will it drag them to 1 for a different release? Yes. Okay. Clicking and dragging. Clicking and dragging. Click down. Drag. I want to drag it here. Okay, got it, right, okay. So, and we want to be doing, unfortunately, we're going to be going too fast, you know. I think we're going to be going too fast. 200 to 800. We are going to start slowing down soon. Re-entry! Oh, we're going to be going way too fast, I think. This is going to be on now. But this one's... We're a billion miles from this one. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. That was not happening. No, it wasn't, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately. Oh, dear. Right. We're going to have to do a little bit of... Okay. Why didn't those two fire? Why didn't they fire? Not that they needed it in the end, but... Oh, turn the SAS off. Yeah, okay. Just open before the 50,000. You can't. It's got to be doing that speed. You see. Turn the lights on. Okay, I've turned them on. I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, to get to orbit, you need to go more sideways than up. It's definitely true. It's definitely true. I do appreciate that, but I was a bit freaked out by the controls. I was more trying to make sure I headed away from land. I don't know how bad it would be to land on land, so to speak, but I'd rather not test that theory. I'm trying to get used to the flight controls, and let's face it, getting into orbit is a long way off if I can't even steer in the right place. However, we got some science. And we got some no, we didn't get any we got nothing. We got nothing. We got absolutely... Thank you, Replicator 5th. And we lost a lot of money. That's unfortunate, is it not? Yes, it is. That cost us a lot of money. I need to get to orbit, and I need to get to orbit. Okay, I'm going to run out of money, aren't I? Yeah. Okay. This is getting a little. Or did I lose that much money? No, I upgraded this, didn't I? I upgraded this. I upgraded this. Stop suggesting Scott Manley stuff. He's not going to watch tutorial videos. Because I'm not going to watch tutorial videos. Wait. Watching a tutorial on how to do something, I may as well pay someone to do it for me. I don't see the fun in that. Right. So, yeah, I know the concept of orbit, guys. I know the concept of orbit. I actually know what I've got to try and do. The problem is kind of execution and understanding in the instruments. Right, so, actually. Okay, well right. Here's the thing, right? The parachute that didn't actually. I think I'm going to have to do a special test just for that. Maybe a few rockets, get up to 20,000, and when I come back, fire the parachute. I'm gonna have to do something small, but we're still trying to go for orbit. So the question is, what? The main rocket is good enough to get me into orbit quite easily, right? I've got enough of that. Should I put another fuel? Should I transfer one of these fuels to this one? So that I've got more... No. No. I just need to use... It's execution now. I actually think this is... you think I should go through the Orbital tutorial? Winglets instead of basic fins. So do the winglets actually... They work? Ah, okay. They look kind of... Oh, they're just a hell of a lot bigger. So that will give me more stability during the early firing phase. Ah. You're losing control because of the solid rocket boosters. Yeah, I kind of get that. So the question is then, should I be firing the solid rocket boosters and this one for the extra control? Should I be firing them at the same time and then altering the thrust a little with this? Because I'm wondering whether, you know, I get this for lift, And then once I start trying to tilt, I activate this engine and start the tilt process, but on low throttle. Low throttle. First he halves thrust, second he complains about thrust being too low, logic for the win. Moon range, no one knows what you're talking about, mate. I've not complained about not having enough thrust. I haven't complained about not having enough thrust. I don't know what you're talking about. We're talking about control now, not thrust. The tri setup you have for S... Oh, dual or quad is better. Really? Really? Dual or quad is better. Okay. So like that. Have I got that quite right? Not quite right actually. I need to... Is that right? I can't tell. Maybe. So the tri-stat setup is not more right. Okay, so go for the dual setup. Little less thrust, but we got a little less weight as well. That is going to topple over. That's what I'm thinking. That to me looks like it's going to go and fall over. You need a steerable engine at the beginning to point east. After that you can throw it. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking what I should actually do is start off with low throttle on this. But start off with this engine here. So I fire all three engines, but on low throttle. These are going to be at 50% fuel, 50% burn. This I'll put on minor amount of thrust just to be able to tilt it a little bit. So this will give me a little bit of control. But I mean, I don't even need to set the thrust very high. I don't need to set the thrust very high. Could it be an idea? Could it be an idea to have other winglets? Like that's not quite. And then the same on the other side. So I've actually got a lot of winglets, or let me show you what I actually mean, so you don't all start going, yeah, it's not symmetrical, because I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen next. So that I have like that. See, now we got more aerodynamics. Huh? Your rocket is okay for launch. The things you can do in the air will affect you. Can put a gimbal on the boosters. I don't know what a gimbal is. I don't think I have one. Are we talking about Dark Souls? I played Dark Souls 2. It was okay. It was fun, but I played it for about 20 hours and then grew a little bored of it. It was fun. I don't think these things are needed, are they? Yeah, okay, gimbal. Right, so Mason's pretty much saying what I've said. I can fire them at the same time, which I'm doing, but make this on low thrust so that I'm... Should I have one more fuel tank then? Should I have one more fuel tank? Because this is going to be burning for a bit longer. I know it's at lower thrust, but... No, I'd probably be alright. I'd probably be alright. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I say we give this a go, and then if I fail to get to orbit, I'll do the tutorial. If I fail to get into orbit, I'll do the tutorial. Alright, here we go. Oh, nighttime launch. So... I'm going to add the SAS. I'm going to add a little bit of thrust, but not much. Can I actually see the exact amount of thrust? Just a little bit. And now we're going to fire it up. How do I know where the top of my rocket is, by the way? Where's the top? Is it the red thing? Is that the top? Because if so, I got a horrible feeling everything's not symmetrical, and that as soon as I start pitching and yawing, okay, no, this is not so bad. Bit of an angle going. Bit of an angle going. A little more thrust than that. Okay. Okay, what's going on? Why it's totally not lit. I am losing control, ladies and gentlemen. I am losing control. We're burning up, we're burning up. I'm gonna have to pull up a little. Oh god. I'm getting rid of those things. No, I need max thrust. I've got it. Or do I? Do I? Probably not. Probably not. Probably not. All right. Let's have a look at map. Oh god. Oh no, god. You know. Oh god. I can't get out of this. I can't. Here's the problem. I read 7,000 as 70,000, and now I can't get out of this bloody climb. I can't get out of this. I can't get out of this. At all. I can't get out of this. Getting rid of that. Firing that rocket. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, that's slowing me down. Right, okay. Let's put a little bit of lift and see if we can just forget it. Oh, that's not good, is it? No, no, that's not good. Oh, total fail, total fail, total fail. We got a rocket behind us and we're about to deploy. Yeah, that's it, we're dead. We're actually deploying a rocket to slow us down because the thing didn't detach. Hey, while you're there, do a crew report. Because, you know, It fell off. We survived. Okay. Right. What the Oh god, please don't come down and hit us. Oh, okay. Okay, we're trying that again. No. Right, we're trying that again. Orbital tutorial's not going to be any use if I can't get to orbital height, and that they just I think something splashed. I think the other engine splashed. Yeah, orbital height is required to get into orbit. If I can't even get into orbit, having a tutorial of how to actually achieve orbit once I get in there, I want to be able to get to orbital height. Yeah, the problem is it just started tilting too flat too early. I couldn't stop it at all. It's bloody annoying. You need to be much higher. Gee, do you think? He's alive, though. He's alive. We completely wasted money there. Don't start your turn until after 10k. Oh, right, I'm turning too early. I'm turning too bloody early. Tutorial, do science. No. Actually, I've got some science. We lost a bit of funding there, but you know what? We didn't lose any people. Tell you what, though. Let's look at science, because I've got 22. I don't have... I need 45. All right, never mind. So, basic principle, still the same. But which is up? Does it matter? Does it? Yeah, I think it matters. I think it bloody well matters, and I want to know how the hell to rotate this. I don't think I can I? Can I rotate this? I want to rotate the entire bloody thing. It's not going to let me, is it? Probably not. All right. So look, right at the side, right at the bloody side. That's where we're going. There. Just want to make sure I'm the right height. Okay. Symmetrical, but not correct place, but not symmetrical cars. Of course, we didn't. What? Oh. Irritating. Oh, come on, let me... Oh, you know what? I need to move those down, don't I? That's what it is. That's better. Rocket's about the same height. Okay. And then... this thing... That kind of looks like it's not... Oh no, that's better. That is better. At least now the thing's bloody symmetrical. Do quad better stability? Is quad better stability? I don't need the power, that's the thing. I don't bloody need the power from the looks of things. Why doesn't anyone understand why 4 boosters would be the best option? I understand it will be. I was told I didn't need it. I'm beginning to agree with you that in fact 2 boosters is not necessarily the best way to do it. However, I have seen rockets with 2 boosters go up, so it must be possible to do it. So there's a side of me kind of wants to actually bloody well do it. Now this is still the Richard III. It's just slightly tweaked. Quad is more power. More power we don't need at the moment. What I need is more stability. Let's see if this is more stable. And let's try the don't do... Well, we tried 3, but we didn't get a good... we didn't get very good control over it. So we're gonna do it. We got a tweaked version of the Richard III. Nobody died yet. Has he reverted yet? No, I disable reverts. I do not revert. I do not revert. No, I do not. Right, so get to 10,000 before... Where is this the top? I really would like an answer to this one. Is this the top, the crew hatch? Or is that the top, the red? Like, for what I'm getting at is when I pitch, I want to know which is pitch. I mean, I can test this out, but if I pitch, I'm going to be tilting away from and towards myself from here, and if I yaw this way, yawing this way, and rotating is obviously around the axis. Red is just the logo. It doesn't matter. Of course it matters. I need to know which keys to press. Pitch and yaw are very, very different things. Where the window is. Right, good. So I need, basically, I want to get to 10,000, then I want to yaw in this direction. And no, out of curiosity, wouldn't it be better, instead of yawing, to pitch in that direction? Pitch in that direction, because then I'm already turning in, but then I actually want to go there, don't I? I actually want to go towards the sea. So probably what I should do is yaw, and then once I've got to semi-orbital, roll, rotate. You should fly more with the Navball than by sight. Yeah, I kind of get that. All right, okay, so okay, everything's fine. Let's do it. Let's see what we get. Bit of thrust down. Don't need that much thrust. Just a little thrust for control. Very little thrust at this moment. We don't. Oh, SAS. Keep this. Should I be following this? So it's already pitching, but it's pitching towards this. This seems to be trying to head in the right direction, but it's already okay. No. I'm trying to level off. I'm trying desperately to level off. More thrust, get more control. It's not going to let me do it. I just don't have the control. I don't have the control, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still heading up, but even with reduced thrust, I'm not getting anywhere. I'm just not getting anywhere at all. I am not getting anywhere. Okay. Can I... Have I still got thrusters? Do I not have... Just don't have it. Don't have it. Too early for gravitational turn. I wasn't turning. I didn't turn. I did not turn. It turned. I was fighting the turn. I was trying to fight the turn, and it just wasn't having it. Oh, that's not going to go well. Right, where are we heading now? I've got a horrible suspicion we're heading towards land. Right, we're doing, we're currently doing a land, oh god. What the hell? A land, oh god, this is not going well. Kind of useless, run out of fuel. Alright, so we're landing on the land for the first time ever. Oh, use quad and more fins. I think they're right. I honestly think they're right. Maybe more fins. Could I still use the 2 rockets, the 2 boosters, but use more fins? You were fighting it because you throttled down. No, I tried throttling up as well. I tried max throttle and could just about control it. Well, no. Slow it down, then minimum throttle. So that no, nothing was happening, nothing was working. So yeah, nothing was actually working there. Okay, what the hell? Steerable fins would be alright. Probably. Okay, so we're landing on land this time. And what the hell's the explosions? Oh god! I don't know how tall the land is. Might have been landing in mountains. I should probably have checked. Oh well. We're coming in quite slowly. Oh god. Don't follow the symbol, it just tells you where your ship is going judging by the current direction and thrust. Keep the Navball pointer where you want to go. Oh, we got a resub. No, we got Skyrim Beasts just subscribed. Welcome. How long is go for streaming after leaving 45 minutes? Go for don't like free science. No idea what you're talking about. Right, we're losing money now. We're losing money. I guess I'm learning. Honestly, I'm beginning to think that the 2 rockets really is a bad idea. It seems to not be controllable at all with this tiny little bloody thing. I think I either need a much bigger engine here to fight these, or I need 4 of them just to get equal thrust. When you land, do an EVA and report for free science. EVA, isn't that an exterior vehicle assessment or something? Is that, I can do that even when on land? Oh, all right then. I'll try that next time. Yeah, 4 is the most physically logical thing. Of course, some people are saying put more fins and you'll get more control, but I had so little control that it was actually quite terrifying. I actually think in this particular case, I've got so much thrust on the thrusters. I've got so much thrust on the thrusters that I'm never going to fight it with this little thing. At least this way, these guys can really, you know, fins add drag to the end of the rock. Oh! So... the fins, even though it would be off, might compensate for it. Try smaller boosters. What smaller boosters? This is it. This is my booster. This is what I got. Overweight. I'm overweight. Am I? I don't think I'm overweight. Here's the thing. We could try that, or we could try more fins. We can try more fins, or we could try... You need steerable fins, solid, just stable rocket. Okay. 4 rockets don't need fins, surely. Try liquid boosters. I don't have liquid boosters. I've only got solid fuel boosters. Take the 4 basic fins off. You have... You mean these? Don't I need those for once I'm up in space? Won't I need those? Oh, well, not space, but when I'm... Oh, are you saying that by the time I get up there, these will have little effect because I'll already be out of the atmosphere? I'm just thinking these are going to make a bit of difference once I get up. You can make your own boosters. Too many parts. Ah, I got it. You're right. I see it. Okay, fine. Let's do it. Let's do that then. Can't believe you're not getting any experience, but fine. You can get into space if you take off 1 liquid fuel tank from the orbital stage, putting 1 solid underneath it in its own stage. Thrust to weight, trust, 100 OPF hours on this game. Not totally sure what you mean, but what did you mean? Have another stage under here with more solid boosters, so have solid boosters all the way or something? Not totally. I mean, these solid boosters are not gimbaled, as people are calling it, are they? No. All right. Let's just see what happens this time. Okay, we seem to be a go. Now we got 4 rockets this time, so I'm expecting to pick up speed a bit faster. And oh, I forgot the SAS. Right, I'll put that on now. I need to wait to get to 10,000. It's already tipping. It's already tipping. I'm being told I should view this. And currently... Oh god, what? Alright, currently I'm already... Okay. 3,000. 5,000. We're definitely a lot more stable. I'm still really not able to control the... Right, where is this going to land? This is currently going to land in the sea, so at least we're heading in the right direction. Now I need to tilt it a little more. I don't know how much we need here. Right, we're okay. This is going much better. We're at 30,000 now. So now, try without fins. All right, I'm gonna reducing the thrust a little because we've got I now need to start. Okay. I'm upside down. Oh, okay, 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 okay. I need to actually reduce a little here. I wanna get in the right direction now, which is currently down. That would be orbit, isn't it? I'm too tall for orbit. Jesus. Oh. Shh. Oh. Am I still heading up? God, I am. I need to aim down. I don't want to use all of my This seems a little silly. Oh, oh, crap. Pressed the wrong key. I pressed the wrong key. God damn it. Yes, I did. I pressed the wrong key. I meant to turn off the thrust so I had a bit left. Horizontal. No, if you looked at it, if you actually looked at it, the going horizontal was going to keep taking me upwards according to that. Need much more horizontal speed. Yeah, I know, but I was too high. I was going too high. I needed to get down and then get some orbital speed. I mean, you can get orbit at a much higher rate, but the thing doesn't want me to. It wants me to follow this, and I'm not going to get the quest if I'm not going to get the quest update, am I? If I don't, or am I? But does it matter? Does it matter? Does it know when I've reached orbit? I thought I had to aim for this. Yeah, I know. Okay, guys, I know the principle of orbit, but it seems to want me to get an orbit that's down there, like 70,000 or something. I don't know what it is, but it seems to. I overshot. I went too high, so I was trying to get back down and then go horizontal. Yellow symbol. I thought the yellow symbol was where I was going, or is that where I'm going and that's where I should be going? Going up and down costs fuel. I know. Tilt sooner. Yeah, I know. There is no such thing as too high for orbit. Well, no, of course not. You can orbit at any distance. The question is whether I will get achieve orbit. It's whether it will. I mean, that's the thing. Is it, how clever is the game? Does it know I've got orbit? I suppose it probably can do that, can't it? It doesn't. When I was asking before how high I have to be, I thought I had to sort of aim for wherever it was. The yellow symbol is my current vector. Right. So I was aiming for the blue one. I thought the blue one would try and send me into orbit. Next time, build liquid boosters with liquid fuel engine. The solid boosters are way too hard to control. There's no symbol on the ball at the moment of where you should be going. Oh, really? Oh, really? So I'm busy worrying about the ball when I probably shouldn't. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, right. Okay, see, the yellow is where it thinks I'm going to come out, basically. Alright. Oh, I'm going fast. I'm going a lot faster than I'm happy with. Oh, I can't remember what speed I need to be when I pull this parachute, but... Oh, I'm slowing. Oh, I'm slowing. That's okay. That is okay. We're alright. That's retrograde. Not totally sure what that is. Game doesn't know where you want to go. Oh, alright then. Alright then. So I can hit orbit at any single solitary height. What I have to do is keep checking the map, or the ball, I guess. The ball, and I need to have it aiming towards the horizon, I suppose. Okay. I feel like your perfectionism is blocking you from learning mistakes that you could be taking risks. I strongly advise you to do the Orbital tutorial. You just contradicted yourself completely, Comnemi. First of all, I'm taking huge risks. I'm trying out all sorts of random stuff. I'm taking huge risks. I'm certainly not being perfectionism because I'm making complete messes and trying all sorts of random stuff. If it was a perfectionism, I'd be doing the tutorial first. You're then telling me to take more risks and be less perfectionist by doing the tutorial. You're contradicting yourself. Right. EVA. Do an EVA, dude. Space, let go. B, bored. EVA report. Ooh, look at that. Keep data. Crew report. Oh, there's no crew. Crew, empty. B for board. B, board. Crew report. Oh, 2 signs. Why not? Keep data. You will understand how to do the tutorial now. Well, at least now we've got the basics of getting up into space, right? The thing is what was important is we got enough height and control to get a bloody rocket in space, which we've now done with the Richard the Fourth. The Richard the Fourth will get us up there. It may not be perfect. It may not be perfect, but it gets us where we want to be. It gets us where we want to be. So, the Richard IV seems to be the way to get up there. Apparently, there are no markers when I get up there, and so people are saying I should save the game and do the tutorial on orbiting. Training. Orbiting. Okay. Welcome to the Orbiting 101 training program. I'm Gene Kerman and I'm going to teach you the basics of orbiting. I assume you've already done the basic flight tutorials and you're now ready to learn how to get around in space. If you haven't done them, well, I hope you know what you're doing. Let's get started. Orbiting is really nothing more than free falling. Yes, we all know this. The only thing is that you fall. As you fall, you're moving so fast forward, you actually miss the ground. Because up here, there is no atmosphere to slow you down, and you will continue to free fall endlessly around the planet without having to use your engines. We're currently on a low, almost circular orbit around Kerbin. To get a better view of your situation, press the M key to go into the map view. Okay, so I'm already, apparently, in orbit. So the game will know when I'm in orbit when it can make a perfect a perfect circle. Okay. Press the M key again so we can proceed. Good. Let's get practical now. I trust you already know your basic spacecraft controls. Yeah. Up here, they're very much the same, only that the lack of atmosphere makes the ship behave quite a bit differently. Because there is no drag slowing you down, for every input you apply, you'll have to apply the opposite one to come to a stop again. I'm going to remotely nudge your attitude controls a little. Try to get the ship back under control afterwards. If you find yourself totally out of control, hit T to toggle the SAS on. Ready. Okay, so I need to stop the rotation. Stop the rotation and... Okay, am I upside down? No, okay, sky. Okay. yaw. A little yaw. Okay. Don't aha me yet. I'm not done. Done. Nicely done. Attitude control is an essential skill for a spacecraft pilot. Master it and you'll be well on your way to becoming an expert pilot. You can do this again if you want, or press next. Okay, let's try it again. Let's try it again. You're going to send me off. Okay, so let's fight the rotation. Fight the rotation. Let's get the sky above us, though. Sky above us. I guess as you get better at this, you can do both at the same time. Oh, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way, doofus. I get it perfect in the center. Oh god, almost. Stop the root. Oh god. I did better the first time. Alright. Because I'm rotating slightly, I need to fight the rotation. Fight the rotation first, because otherwise it's a little tough. God, this is annoying. It's like, I can't, I'm tapping the key. I got it. It's like I tap it and it goes too far, too far. That's more or less it. Okay. Fine. Press the SAS button to stop your roll. Oh, okay. So that'll just stop it. Okay. Let's have a look at the Navball now. You've probably seen the symbols on it when you were spinning around. Okay, here's what they mean. Prograde and retrograde vectors. They point towards and away from your velocity vector respectively. That is, it points to and away from where you're going. So this one is where I'm currently heading, even if I'm not pointing in that direction, because of course the direction my craft is going is not necessarily the direction I'm pointing it at. And that's where I'm coming from. That's basically the back end. Front end of the ship, back end of the ship. Kind of makes sense. Radial in and out vectors, they point towards and away from the currently orbited body. Ah, that. Oh, okay. Let me just. I wanna. Okay, turn the SAS off because it really is trying to annoy me. Okay, so if I am now pointing directly at the Earth. Let's SAS that. Okay, brilliant. All right, so rather than looking at it, it's just so much easier to look at the Navball. All right, turn the SAS off. Oops, overshot. And now, of course, I'm pretty much teabagging the planet. Alright, okay. Normal and anti-normal vectors, they are perpendicular to the orbital plane. They point upwards and downwards with respect to the orbital plane. Okay. Right. You mean that way? Is that what we're talking about? Let's just have a... Yawning. That's where I'm going. I'm actually... No, that's where I came from. That's where I came from. And this is the perpendicular to the orbital plane. That's where I came from. Or that's, you know, that's the opposite direction. That's the perpendicular. Right, okay. I get it. I get it. I get it. So if I see one of those, I'm probably heading at 90, or at least I'm pointing 90 degrees away from where the bloody hell I should be. And if I want the craft to point in the direction of orbit, it's right there. Let's turn the sass off because it's annoying me. And now, for giggles, if I rotate, come on. It's such tiny little movements that make all the goddamn dip. Ah! Just tapping the key the tiniest little bit. And what I'm actually trying to do is stop the bloody rotation, and I'm doing the opposite. I'm actually rotating the opposite way. I'm actually beginning to think I need a bloody joystick for this. I'm honestly not liking keyboard for this. Okay, now if I sass that, will it keep it on track? It'll keep on track. I am now pointing, if I understand this right, that's the top of my ship. Can I rotate it? How do I rotate? Is there a way to rotate the camera? Can I rotate the camera? I wanna. Oh, maybe like no. Is there a way to rotate the camera? Anyway, this is the top of my ship. This is the bottom of my ship. I'm now, I believe, according to this, pointing in the exact direction I'm actually travelling. Roughly. Press Control for small... C. C. No, that C puts me inside. That doesn't... What are you talking about that? But someone said press Control for small movements. So... let's turn the sass off. Ah, control. Control. Oh, love it. Of course, that seems so appropriate, doesn't it, when you think about it. Don't autosave. No. I'm not noticing. No, that's not fine-tuning. No, you lied to me. That was just me pressing the keys better. Now I'm doing it worse again. Now I'm bloody doing it worse. Control doesn't do fine control. You lied to me. Chat lied to me. Okay. Oof. Caps lock. It's caps lock. Oh, maybe. That might be right. God, that's still annoying. That's still really a bloody annoying. And then just engage SAS and it'll autopilot it. Thank God for that. Add V for camera? Camera free. Oh, right. V for camera. I like it. Thank you. That is good. That is helpful. That is helpful. Right. Okay. Cameras. Orbital. Camera chase. Camera locked. Cameras auto. Cameras free. I like the free. Okay. Okay. He's doing the tutorial. Are people complaining I'm doing this tutorial now? Alright, okay, next. Now let's try something with a little more involved. Open your map again. Let me get the camera auto again, because that's where it was supposed to be. Open your map again. Okay. What we want to do now is go through some of the basic maneuvers you'll need to know. Let's try raising your apoapsis first. The apoapsis is the highest point in an orbit, and it's indicated by the node marked AP. Right. There. That is the high point of the orbit, and then the periapsis is the low point. Got it? The best place to raise your apoapsis is at the periapsis node, which is the lowest point of your orbit. What? The apoapsis is the highest point in an orbit. Got it. And it's indicated by the node marked AP. Got it. The best place to raise this is at this. So the best place to raise the highest point in my orbit is at the lowest point of my orbit. If you hover the mouse over the periapsis node, you'll see that we are going to reach it in a few minutes. Once... What? Oh, I think I understand what he means. I think what he means is... I'm thinking of it as raising a flag or something. He means to get this to go up, I should do some alterations here. If I make some maneuvers here, it will change this. You get it? I get it. Which is the lowest point in orbit. If you hover the mouse over the periapsis node, you'll see that we are going to reach it in a few minutes. Once there, we will face prograde and burn. Press period to speed up time a little so we get there faster. Okay. Oh. I think we missed it, mate. I think we missed it. I think we went shooting past it while I was reading. You... Did it slow down? Don't you be slowing down. I wasn't ready. Cannot warp faster than 100. Okay. The ship systems will automatically warp time as fast as possible to get you there. Oh! He's moved! Okay, we're a few seconds away from periapsis now. Time to turn prograde and do our burn. However, instead of closing the map, let's just bring up the Navball here so we can see what's happening to our orbit as we accelerate. Oh, so to bring up the Navball on the map, click the little tab. So it's actually better to fly without looking at the ship, looking at this and actually seeing the effect it has on your orbit whilst you're doing it. That makes sense. Remember that you can just activate stability key and click the prograde button next to the Navball and the ship will do it for you. Will it? Oh, if you've got the things. So that will turn. So now what? Okay. So if I do this, basically the ship will now face the direction of orbit. Check SAS is engaged for you and keep her steady. Press the Z key to accelerate at full throttle. Okay, so I'm going to press Z. That's going to give me full throttle in this direction. Keep thrusting until your apoapsis altitude reaches about 800,000. Oh. Okay. Oh, and because I'm doing this, because I'm doing the burn, and it's keeping it facing the direction. All right, okay. It's about 800. Okay, that little more. Oh, no. What? I pressed it twice. And I skipped the bloody message. This is how you raise your apoapsis node. With orbital maneuvers, pretty much everything you do will affect the opposite side of the orbit. So to raise the highest point, the apoapsis, you thrust forward or prograde. So prograde is forward at the lowest point, periapsis. Similarly, to raise your periapsis, you thrust prograde at apoapsis. We're on our way to the apoapsis now, so let's just do that. Press next when you're ready, and I'll warp time to get us there quickly. Okay, so it's now right. Okay, we're on our way to the apoapsis node. Now, notice how our ship loses speed as we raise. That is because we're climbing away from the planet, so we lose speed as we go higher. Just as you would if you were climbing a hill back here on Kerbin. The higher you are, the slower your orbit will be. Notice how Moon's orbital speed is around 540 meters per second, while yours is far higher. This is my orbital speed, right? So I'm doing at some points 1,400. Right. 1,003. Right. Once you're facing the right direction, fire up those engines and watch the periapsis rise. Right, so we're facing the right, we're keeping the... So we just fire it again. Okay, keep burning prograde until the orbit is nearly circular. Eccentricity will be 0 when it's perfectly circular, so keep your eye on that. Oh, nicely done. Oh, it stopped it for me. This is how you change the size of your orbit. The maneuver should come in handy on many situations. Next, we'll look into changing your orbital inclination. Press next when ready to proceed. So, there's that ellipsis thing, 0, and we're in a perfectly circular orbit. Oh, there's the moon's orbit. You look at that. Nobody's telling him anything useful. The game isn't that hard. Okay, right. Someone's writing, your pilot do this. Yeah. That's why I brought a pilot. Stuck him in there. That's why we have pilots. Nicely done. This is how you change the size of your orbit. No, we'll look into changing your orbital inclination next. Okay, your orbital inclination is the angle your orbit makes with Kerbin's equator. If you've managed to maintain a reasonable amount of control so far, we should still be in a nearly 0-degree inclination orbit. That is, even though we've changed the altitude of our orbit, it still has the same inclination as before. And how in the... Right, so we've increased the orbit quite a lot. We increased the AP by burning there. Then we went here and increased the PE. So we were actually getting further and further out on the orbit. Right, okay, yeah. Now, but we've not changed the inclination, which I'm assuming... Right. Changing inclination is done by thrusting in 90-degree angles to your prograde vector. The prograde vector being that. So we should... it's to the radial? No, let's read it. Let's read it. But without changing your pitch relative to the surface. On our present nearly equatorial orbit, prograde is due east. This means to increase our inclination so that our orbit takes us to higher latitudes, we have to burn towards the normal direction. Okay, let me... I'm scared. I want to go and look at the ship again. Normal was... It's still pointing towards the horizon. It's just pointing... Wait a minute. I'm trying to get my mind mentally around this. If I'm prograde, that's the direction of travel, so to speak. That's here. Retrograde would be that way. Normal is not pointing up, it's pointing straight at the bloody equator. No? Or is it point... I'd like to see this. Can I change the map? Can I change the map? Can I change the map? It's pointing to the North Pole. That's what I was thinking. Because it's actually pointing at the bloody horizon, which means it should be pointing there. Is that right? Or pointing absolutely up? It should be pointing up. Well, if it's pointing up, why is the horizon on the ball? Because that looks to me like it's pointing there. If I drew a line there at the horizon. When you see the blue ball on the orbit line, click on it to change your orbit so it's much easier. I don't know what you just said. When you see the blue ball on the orbit line, this is the blue ball. Blue is away from the planet, brown is towards ground. Okay, so then, alright, blue is away from planet, brown is towards planet. Got it, it's not the horizon. Okay, that helps. That definitely helps. So this is essentially pointing neither towards the planet or it. So it is pointing up or down, probably up in this case. Got it. I think mentally I can handle that. I've just got to get used to the idea that blue here is well, essentially then blue is this side of the screen, isn't it? If this is up, if I drew a line down here, that's blue, that's brown. And we're dead on it, so it's either pointing up or down. And if we did the opposite, obviously it's now pointing down. I think I got it. I think I got it. Up is relative to your point of view. I think I get what you mean. I think I get what you mean. Okay, so on our present nearly equatorial orbit, prograde is due east. That means to increase our inclination so that the orbit takes us up to higher latitudes, we have to burn towards the normal. Up towards the North Pole. So we're going to burn up in this direction so that we start swinging in an orbit like that, maybe? I'm assuming. Right. Okay. Next. If all that I just said made your head spin a little, the Navball once again comes to your rescue. To change the orbital inclination, in this case you will need to use the normal vector. Yep, done that. Normal vector. Let's try that now. Turn the ship towards the normal vector and open the throttle. Okay. Now I should see this powering up a bit, right? Inclination of notice how you burn north, the orbit starts to tilt up, yeah, but the periapsis and the apoapsis nodes remain mostly the same. That's because we are accelerating on a completely new direction, so this maneuver doesn't add or take away any energy from the orbit, right? Because the orbit's, yeah, got it. Keep accelerating the normal until your inclination is about 10. It isn't about 10, it's exactly 10. It's 10. I'm now at 10. Alright, you see, now we're at a different orbit to the moon. A different inclination. Ah, look at that, look at that, look at that. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. What? Hello? Okay. Good. This is how you change your orbital inclination. For these maneuvers, it's always better to do it in the slowest parts of the orbit, so you don't have to spend much time. So you don't have to spend as much delta V to turn. Is this change in velocity, delta V? You don't have to spend as much acceleration to turn your orbit around. This also means indication changes on larger orbits. This also means inclination changes on larger orbits, such as we are on now, take less fuel than the same inclination change on the lower one. So I always want to do this in the slowest part of the orbit, and the slowest part of the orbit is always the highest part of the orbit, right? Highest part of the orbit is the slowest because we've gone away from the planet, and then we accelerate as we get closer to it and slingshot around. Right. Also keep in mind that the changing inclination doesn't necessarily mean accelerating to the north or south. It means accelerating on 90-degree headings to your prograde vector, which on our nearly equatorial orbit also happen to be towards the north. But that won't be the case anymore because, of course, we no longer have an equatorial orbit. Now let's look into the last essential maneuver you'll need to learn, lowering your orbit. Okay. I'm reading the chat. There is gravity in space, otherwise there would be no orbits. There's gravity everywhere. To food for the game. Can you turn the game volume down? Why? Is there a problem with the game volume versus my voice? I can't do it now because I'm in a tutorial. I could send the volume. I could turn the volume down from the stream if people are saying the volume's too high. No? Okay. Game's fine. Thought it would be. The man in charge of you read me. Done it. Okay. Brilliant. So, as you can imagine, lowering your orbit altitude is very much like raising it, only the reverse. Gee, honest. Because there's no air up here, we can use our main engines to decelerate as well as accelerate, because nothing says we have to be facing the same direction or another. Also, since our orbit is nearly circular, we can just turn retrograde. So we just turn the ship around, turn towards the retrograde vector and start those engines up again. Does it matter where we do this? Shouldn't it? Aren't we supposed to do it at different points? But alright, I guess it doesn't matter. Okay. So, we're on the retrograde vector and bump. Keep burning retrograde until the periapsis altitude is at about 20,000 meters. Try getting it as close as possible this time. If you overshoot and get it too low, turn prograde and accelerate again. For the precision, remember that you can fine-tune your throttle using the left control and left shift keys. Left control and left shift. Okay, here's the problem with that. Left shift is pressed with the left hand, and this silly game has me using WASD keys. WASD keys are on the left of my keyboard, which means I have to use... Oh god, I have to use my little finger in a little... I have to curl my little finger into a cramped up position that's... What did they... Okay. I might need surgery. I might need to snap my little finger in half to be able to press the control key at the same time as WASD. Okay, no, if I move my keyboard sideways, I can probably do it. I'm getting severe cramp, but okay. God, that's weird. Oh, I need to crack my knuckles now. Alright. So, left control and left shift keys. Why not the right one? I could do the right one. You know why I could do it with the right one? Because my right hand's doing absolutely nothing. You can remap the keys. I think I'm going to. Once I get the hang of this, I think I'm going to remap the keys. Thank you for the resub, Gespen. Why not use your game board? I should actually. The control on the game board, I can press the control key with my thumb. How do I sprint in an FPS? I press the sprint key. Pinky on left shift is normal, is it? Maybe there's something wrong with my keyboard, but I have to curl. For me to have my fingers on WASD and my pinky on the control key, my little finger is literally curved in a claw, like it's 90-degree angle type thing, whereas my other fingers are fairly relaxed. It's like I look like somebody snapped some of my fingers. Something wrong with your hands? Yeah, I'm a male human being. I appreciate that's pretty unusual for game playing, apparently. But yeah, so when I put my fingers on the WASD keys, I look like I'm flipping myself the middle finger anyway. Because it just does. I mean, it's just the way I have to hold my fingers. I look like I'm pressing the middle finger. Oh no! If I claw grip, if I actually raise the fingers off the keyboard, it's easier. Oh, I can claw grip it. Oh god, that's awful. That really is awful. That's terrible. Professional typists all around the world are just dying now I'm doing that. Oh. Rotate your hand left to hit shift with pinky. Oh god, no, I have to rotate it right if anything. No, god, I don't claw. I don't claw on the keyboard. I keep my fingers flat on when I game. Otherwise, I get massive cramps. I've been gaming too many years. My hands are foobarred. If I keep them in a claw grip, if I keep my hand in the grip I'm holding right now for more than about 5 minutes, I'll probably need 4 or 5 hours to recover. Just do it already. You know what? I bet he uses ring finger for right mouse button. No, I don't actually. No, I don't. McCormick, I would actually like to use ring finger for right mouse button because that would mean I could control the scroll wheel without ever taking my finger off any of the buttons. I actually think that would be the perfect. I actually think that would be the perfect way to game if you could get used to it. But for some reason, if I start doing that, I've got much more control on my index and middle fingers. So when I'm gaming, if I want to do Twitch gaming, I have to use my primary fingers, which are index and middle finger. I have to. They're just the dominant fingers on my hands, primary and middle. I know some people can actually use their ring finger to do aiming, and then they freeze their middle one up for the mouse wheel, which I think is awesome. If you could do it, it's brilliant. But mine are not. My middle and index fingers are dominant. They are dominant. Massively dominant. So I will always be a 2-finger mouse user. Always. I will always be a 2-finger mouse user. Can't help it. The keyboard thing, no, that's just weird. It's just the whole... I'm so used to my gaming keyboard. That's the thing. I'm so used to the gaming keyboard. It allows me to play and hold my hand in a totally relaxed position, which for someone with the... I have problems with my fingers and wrists from years and years of programming and gaming. I've spent too long on keyboards, and so I get horrible problems in the arms and wrists if I don't hold them really, really well, which is why I use a gaming keyboard. Much, much better, much, much healthier. So there you go. I can do WASD and left shift, but it's really uncomfortable. I wouldn't play an FPS game like that. If I played an FPS game with my fingers on shift and control, I would get owned. I would get absolutely pummeled beyond all reason, because I just can't. The second I put my finger in that position, the rest of my hand starts tensing up. I get tension in my hand, and tension in your hand, that's the death of FPS gamers. Alright, let's get this done. Let's get this gone. Left control and left shift. Well, let's try not to overshoot. Let's try not to overshoot. We're slowing down. We're slowing down. Whoa! That's it. You're now on your way back. 20,000 is low enough to be in the atmosphere, so you're now on a re-entry course to Kerbin. Once we're below 60,000 meters, the atmosphere will start slowing the ship down so that it won't have enough velocity to rise back up again. Why is that good? Or is that what we need to do for re-entry? Oh, okay. So we set the periapsis to be 20,000 meters. Oh, okay. This is the end of our lesson. Now you can continue doing maneuvers on your own or wait for the periapsis and do a re-entry and land. Oh, let's try that. Let's try that. Let's try that. Yeah, if you want to see my keyboard, see my 200k sub video. I show you everything in that. Okay, okay. Here we go. So our ship is going to get lower and lower and lower and lower. Oh, it's detected that I'm getting a bit closer now. I pressed M. Oh. I'm trying to... How do I get rid of this? Can I get rid of this? I've done it. Okay. Let's have a look. Where are we going? So we got re-entry. Oh, God, stop. Slow the hell down. We got re-entry. The ship is going to crash land on land. We are actually going to crash on land, which is... oh, great fun. Can I rotate the... Okay, V for camera. Orbital. I don't want orbital. I want to do that. I want to... That's a chase cam. Camera's locked. Camera's auto. Camera's free. Okay, you know what? Camera's orbital. Camera's chase. Camera's locked. Why would I lock it? Okay. Camera's auto. Camera's auto seems to be sensible. Alright, we're at 9,000. We're at 9,000. The capsule's pointing towards the sky, of course it is, which means its bottom area is pointing towards the ground. We're at 7,000 meters. We're slowing down. We are slowing down. This capsule looks nicer than the capsule I've been using. You ever notice that? Look at the ground. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's kind of nice, isn't it? Oh! I almost forgot the bloody parachute. I'm busy looking at the ground, thinking, oh, that's nice. Oh, God, did I just get you killed? Nah, there you go. Slow it down. Piece of cake. Okay, that would be bits of my ship landing. Okay? Yeah, the height meter, or the altimeter as it's called, only cares about height above sea level. Yeah, when you skydive, you always reset the 0 for the ground where you're landing. 778 meters. You kind of should find out what the surface height is, shouldn't you? Alright, oh, this isn't part of my save game, so... G13, yeah, okay, ready for next assignment. Okay, what's this? Oh, because it's the tutorial. I was going to say, whoa, this place looks way better than mine. Just a little better than mine. All right, brilliant. Okay, so I've at least I now understand the basic concepts of orbital flight. I still am not totally sure I will be able to get into orbit, but I understand now that it is probably a better idea to try and fly by the ball, who misses, to go into map mode and fly via the Navball, get into space, try and do the orbit that way. I'm guessing that's the way to do this. It didn't It didn't actually give me any tutorials on how to actually get into orbit, I notice. It was like, here's how you do it once you get from orbit. And the other thing is everything it was showing me was using an orbital computer thing. Click here and you'll automatically face there. Does that apply? I mean, what I'm getting at here is, you know, that kind of all assumed I had orbit. I already had an orbit. The launch tutorial teaches you how to get into orbit. Did it? Oh, mine kept bugging. Flight basics. Get into orbit. I tried it last time. Of course, it didn't it kept bugging out, didn't it? It kept bugging out. Alright, then what it looks like I need to do is the flight basics tutorial. Maybe to do it offline or something and see if I can get it working and see if I can get it done without, you know, failing this time. And I had to turn all the graphics low to get it working. Yeah. I get the basic concept of. I understand the physics. I understand what you've got to do to get into orbit. It's understanding the controls and the terminology. Understanding how the moon orbits the Earth and how rockets get into orbit is not difficult. Executing those maneuvers that's what I need to figure out. So. I do understand level flight is orbit at a sufficient distance. I've got the concept of orbit. I'm actually pretty well versed in physics and mechanics, so orbit, not a problem. But it's the executing it. It's the pitch and yaw and roll and burn and doing it all at the right moments and not panicking and blah blah blah. It's all of that. It's the execution of getting the principle in motion. Get to 10,000 going as vertical as possible, then get horizontal to the ground and keep burning till orbit. Really, you think you should turn horizontal at 10,000? Was I not turning enough? I got to 10,000 and then didn't turn enough. Should I have kept turning more and more and more and then just tried to accelerate to escape? Yeah, that makes sense. That actually does make sense. Yes and no. You want the turn to be gradual. I sort of figured that. I wasn't imagining you just got to 10,000 and immediately did a 90 degrees turn. I assumed it was somewhat gradual. And now someone's saying I need to turn from 1k to 20k. So by 10,000 I should have edged my way to 45 degrees. Oh my god. You follow your prograde vector behind it. Wait, prograde vector behind it? What? Gradual after 10k, depending on size, weight of ship. You need to upgrade the building to get access to navigation mode so you can see clicking on the blue line what is your orbit and the one that... Yeah, okay, I need to upgrade a lot of the buildings, got it. No, turn horizontal close to apex, cut engines, hit apex, fire, hit throttle. Try the tutorial with graphics low. No, do a 90 degree turn at 10,000. I'll eat my hat if I'm wrong. Right, you're trolling me. Above 3,000 to 4,000 meters, turn to 30 degrees. Yeah. I'm noticing a veritable smorgasbord of suggestions here. All of them wildly different to the rest. Upgrade tracking building to get all the fancy vector buttons. I probably will do that. I will probably do that. I may do the tutorial. I may do the training again and see if I can get it done without bugged. But I'm not doing it now. Not doing it now. It is 1 AM. So, thank you very much for joining me. I didn't get that much done today. I didn't get anyone killed and we didn't explode. We didn't explode. We didn't get anyone killed. I do understand the basics of Orbit. But the problem is I think I've skipped a tutorial. It's getting into Orbit is the problem. Getting into Orbit is the problem, and I'm wondering if this training, Flight Basics, would have actually taught me how to get into it, so I will try it. I may drop the graphic settings down because some people are suggesting that the high graphics were what caused it to bug out. So, anyway, thank you for joining me, and I will see you again sometime soon. Do not know when, but I will definitely be playing this. Definitely.